They caught up with him again. He's a little bit more calm this time. There's another video, I think like TMZ or somebody, like paparazzi caught him in the airport. We're gonna play that. This one right here, he's more calm, he's more sat down. Every time you see the microphone on his hat, he's obviously in streaming mode. So I don't know if this comes from his own stream, paparazzi, but he allowed himself to talk a bit at a bowling alley. Don't know if it's the best thing to be doing. You got to be very, very careful right now. Very sensitive situation. But let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
I don't condone what my son did at all. I gotta have my son's back, but I'm gonna let the I'm gonna let justice, play out, take its course. Ain't much I can do on that side, but be a father, being a father in hard moments like this. Sometimes you're proud of your kids, and sometimes you're not proud of your kids. But at the end of the day, you're still a father. And, hopefully, one day I can meet Syko Stu and shake his hand and have a man to man with him and stuff like that. But who knows? But I don't condone what my son did at all. I gotta have my son's back, but
The father element is there. I gotta have my son's back. Um, then the political slash career slash the whole world is watching this and reacting, and we are in a bad spot. That element is there when he says, I don't condone what my son did. He didn't have to say it, but this shit is so big where if you're going to be talking, you kind of gotta put it out there. There's too much pressure on them right now. A lot of pressure on Rampage. There's just as much talk around his name as there is around his son. People are even out there blaming him for it. You raised your son. You trash him on the streams. You made him insecure. You're the reason why your son walks around feeling like he needs to prove himself. You gay bash your son on stream. But Rampage got a lot of pressure on him too, right? And then you see the humane side of it element to this clip here, Syko Stu. He's sympathetic, at least here on camera. I'd like to meet him one day. Hopefully we can have a conversation. I'd love to shake his hand. There is no playing the other side. The first initial responses that came out from him when he was driving in the car and reacting on stream, he was like, I gotta go. I gotta speak to the trainer. I might have to beat somebody up. And he can't say those things right now. With another 72 hours in, he cannot get on camera talking about Rampage. He can't. He can't get on camera talking about Raj's trainer because of the concussion. Why was he there? He can't point in any other directions? He will get torn down if he does badly. He's already on thin ice with people. He is. And whether he deserves to be on thin ice or not is based on who you ask, right? And when I say thin ice, it goes all the way up to death threats. This is when they caught him in the airport, and they got a couple little, responses out of him.
How you doing, Mr. Jackson? Anything to say about? And first of all, really sorry. We're really sorry about the whole situation.
you know that. I wish I could.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if there was any updates.
All I'm saying is a lot of racist people give me death threats and stuff like that. Like, I'm a fucking master. Calling me a bad boss. It's uncalled for.
That's uncalled for. None of this is your fault. It's a. You made your explanation.
Anything I say is twisted anyway.
Yeah.
Just gonna let the truck go.
I hear. Hey, prayers are with you and your family, man. Seriously. No, seriously. Everybody exercise compassion here. Take care, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, can't really say too much. He said things are getting twisted. He said he's getting racist, invoked death threats. I believe it. I've already seen it. I've seen people calling for all types of wild stuff in the direction of his son. I've already seen it. As it relates to Rampage, I've seen a lot of vile stuff in his direction too. Shout out to Kelson. I'm on the way, G. I've seen a lot of that stuff. So the death threats, this is the internet too. Millions of people are weighing in on this. Millions. All right, let's move to this. So second from the left, the guy sitting there, sleeveless shirt in the middle with kind of like the red mohawky type of dude. He's the guy that eventually jumped into the ring and kind of tackled Raja. And when you look at the footage, when you look at the severity of the beating and the attack, we just got to call a spade a spade. This guy really did save Syko Stu's life, because you can just tell from watching it, even when Raja fought people off at times and continued swinging, and from what he said himself on his own stream, oh my God, he kills himself by saying, I'm going to hit him as many times as I can. You just got to interpret it, people. You got to, I don't know if you know physical. I don't know if you know fighting. I don't know if you know rage. I don't know if you see the setup. I don't see if you see the influence from all of this adds up. His background of fighting, some elements with his father, him after the shit saying, yo, I'm not no bitch. Everyone, the word everyone. All of this gumbo pot comes together, and you could just put it all together and see. He would have punched them for an hour if he could, or until his hands broke. He would have. So I say that to say this man literally saved Syko Stu's life. Literally. Let's go to this piece first. It says, what happened to Syko Stu chapter?
Need you to go out there and check a scenario. This guy's going to do a spot. I'm like, when does the spot happen? Oh, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. Well, you want to let me know, but like, you're not
actually. No, I'm going to the piece of how he got involved. My bad. So this is more behind the scenes stuff of the people in the venue, whether it be owners, coordinators, other wrestlers, being told or asked how to be involved with this whole setup of Raja getting into the ring. And he was one of them.
I mean, when the cue is, when is the spot supposed to happen, you're just going to let me know just in case. All right, so I'm stuck waiting for this cue. I walk out to somebody with the radio. I said, hey, talk to the back. When do you guys want me to go? What's happening? I was informed about the beer can incident. Actually, shortly before that, they told me that they, made up, shook hands, hugged it out multiple times. So it was going to be fine, but they just want to make sure. I talked to the person up front with the radio. I walk back to the ring. I see the slam. I see the first punch, second punch. And by then I'm at people in front of me and I just start moving. I kind of wish I would have just sprung on like the slam. So that's where I'm at. I mean, honestly, there's nothing worse than you watch somebody you care about. He's a veteran. He's me. And these are people who are supposed to love him. And I'm the only one on the outskirts to be told to watch this, apparently. And then I'm in there and I'm battling. I'm doing whatever, trying to like work this. And I'm telling the guy to calm down. And now he's trying to fight me. It's all fucked, like this.
So
you know how bad it is for him to, and he knows all the people. He knows the person on the walkie-talkie, the microphone that he's talking about. He knows the people that walked up to him and told him, hey, I want you to be ringside just in case. The just in case alone is super liability. Just in case what? That loans to somebody making a case that that Raj is going to get in there to collect his receipts. Hit him for real. But hey, watch out just in case this goes too far. Well, it did. It did. Yo, Raja is the main responsible, but there's many people involved here that almost took this man's life. I can't continue to weigh on y'all how much liability is also outside of Raja. They're all going to be attacked one way or another. I promise you. I promise you.
Telling you to watch this and get involved. If this was supposed to be an angle, it kind of doesn't make any sense because you have nothing to do with their storyline or whatever. It seems like they kind of wanted you there just because you're the only one who can shoot, which in wrestling means for a real fight, right?
If I like it, like how you would use a dog. Like, hey, we'll send our bitch to go do this.
But the fact that they told you to watch out and, be ready, and the fact that this had nothing to do with any of the storylines kind of shows that this was premeditated, right?
I think the premeditation part comes on the side of AJ Mana. You brought somebody that was volatile that you knew had issues.
So real quick, that's the friend of Raja who brought him to the...
Stop. So we're going to continue to mention that name as this develops. AJ, the cowboy, the one in the hallway that says, listen, man, when you go in there, get your receipt. You know what a receipt is, right? Get your receipt. And if anybody has a problem with it, I'll jump in there. AJ, the reaction towards you is going to grow more and more as well. You are going to become another public enemy number one. Actually, you already are. You already are. Because this guy that's interviewing that jumped in and saved Syko Stu's life, he's also putting on the record that you had a personal problem with Syko Stu. So you're not just doing this because, oh, this was the stupidest way ever to try to fix the beer can situation, but that you have your own motives to actually want to see something happen to Syko Stu, allegedly. AJ, if you don't got your lawyers by now, you better go scrape up whatever you can and try to get the Brian Steeles of the world. You are in a shitload of trouble, even at a civil level. I mean, like the civilian level, like people will continue to grow more and more hate towards this man, like real hate, real hate, because of what happened in the aftermath. You're a big part of setting them up, allegedly.
That's the small calf, small ass chicken legs bitch with the cowboy hat.
So this fight, whatever you want to call it, Raja Jackson.
Attempted murder.
Right. This attempted murder. He landed like 20 something punches on him.
23
punches on him. You pull him off. And then he tried to go at you. So was he trying to continue beating him even further?
I think the culmination between his dad picking on him and all his daddy issues came out and all the shit that AJ gassed up into his head. Because let me put it this way. I don't like Raja. I think Raja's a shit person for what he did. But I think AJ's a bigger shit person for gassing him up to be in that fucking ring, to leading him to ruin his own fucking life, to hurt somebody that AJ also has a fucking problem with. You can't fucking tell me that's not. I don't believe in coincidence.
He was basically trying to put the blood on someone else's hands.
Exactly, because he's not going to do it himself. Mm-hmm. You know, the few little backyard fights he fucking got in where he got beat the fuck up, and then you got somebody that's a real fighter, trained by somebody that's one of the greatest of all time, and then you had him do your dirty work. He ruined two people's lives.
So what happened when you got involved with Raja? Why did he want to keep going? Well, I know his chat was like gassing him up leading up to it, which we've talked about.
Another reason why live streaming is toxic.
Yeah.
Just goes to show.
When you're a man, you're in control of your life. If you do things for other men, you're their bitch. You are not a man. You're a puppet.
Doug, so what happened when you and him squared off?
I just went in there to stop it first, you know, because I was kind of in shock. I saw Stu. I saw the punches. It felt like slow motion. I'm looking around. I'm looking at Stu's friends staring at me, not running in. I'm only running in. Somebody
We're going to watch the
Stu
footage
after he almost got beat to death. People are so chicken shit that they don't understand violence. They don't understand what's going on. They don't want to partake in anything. They weren't willing to save their friend. They would rather worry about their own image, their self, their match, or this. And sometimes the world stops. Sometimes the world stops. You could go to the store one day, be shopping for fucking groceries, and if you see an old lady get beat up and fucking robbed, you have to do something. It's managed in my fucking life than I saw that night.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just trying to get a better understanding of like how the show went on. Who took him out of the ring, first of all?
Stu left by paramedics in his own blood, choking. A veteran. A war veteran.
Was he stretchered out of the show?
Yes, he was a load and go criteria.
After that, did the show just continue as nothing happened?
There was kids crying. There was women and children upset. The little girl, Sophia, in my tag team, she saw the whole fucking thing. And as an adult, that's my job to, is to protect everybody. And I fell really short. I talked to her dad. She said she saw everything. She tried to get out of the car, come back, and see if Stu was going to be okay. And it's that, like.
Want to hear a small detail that I caught? As far as the delay in the building, the ref, the other wrestlers, the people that were part of the plan, the delay. This is the only person that really reacted as far as getting in there and getting Raja really off of this guy. Everybody else was pussy, delayed, stupid, unprofessional. It's disgusting when you watch all the people around, especially from the second angle. But anyway, there's even a small detail. I think I really could be a lawyer. I think I can, but a junior lawyer. There's even a small detail with the DJ. You hear the song playing, the Chief Keef, I don't like a fuck nigga. That's that shit I don't like. If I'm a prosecutor, I'm paying attention to that detail. When Raja enters the stage, that song comes on. Why that song? Those lyrics. Here's the other key to it in case you think ARP is reaching. The moment the punches start to get a little bit out of hand, obviously to people like, oh, this is real. He's really punching them. The DJ cuts the music off. Anybody else catch that? The DJ stops the music. It's no different than being in a club and a fight breaks out. The DJ normally cuts the music off. So that order could be, people pay attention, order could come, authorities or security guards can coordinate better without the loud music. It's common practice. If something's happening, you cut the music off, let people hear and understand more. If you're performing at a concert, the artist, If something goes on in the crowd, the DJ cuts the music. The performance stops. The DJ, when the punches started raining, he cut the music. First person with that take on the internet. I'm just, maybe it's just me. Okay, cool.
You have kids at the show. You have families at the show. We're supposed to be here for a good time. And why I keep bringing up that fucking asshole with the stupid cowboy hat? Because you brought somebody that was volatile. You knew he was volatile. You set him up. You had him do your dirty work at a show where, you know, everybody's doing this for entertainment. And you wanted to do that? What a fucking prick. Both of those fucking people. Fuck everybody involved with that person. And here's my thing about like the Raja situation. His dad is going to be hurting. His family's going to be hurting because of the trauma with the fucking son doing this shit, the embarrassment, all of that stuff. Right? You have.
But the most disgusting
Let's go to some more liability here.
thing is that people at this school are being encouraged to not cooperate with the police. From what I hear,
That's called obstruction of justice. Yo. They want $1 billion. They're begging for $1 billion lawsuit. And as much as we hate some of these frivolous ass lawsuits, they're gonna deserve it. Allegedly, it's being reported up here that you guys allegedly are telling the wrestlers or the people involved, don't speak with authorities because the police investigation is open. We saw that 2 days ago. And they're collecting information before any charges come, indictments come down, or whatever. They're collecting information. And they're going to witnesses. They're going to people that work there. And allegedly, the people that they're trying to talk to are being told from the school or the company to not cooperate or not to speak. Allegedly, that is obstruction of justice. If they get their hands on any of that. Any proof of that? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is this proof right here? My bad. A DM. Who is Kevin Thomas? Please refrain from engaging in comment sections on social media posts about this tragedy. It will be weaponized in potential criminal and civil cases. Fly low. All right, staying off social media. I don't know. A good lawyer can cover me on that one. The fly low shit looks a little suspect. Let's go to the second one though. If law enforcement or an attorney for the suspect contacts you in any capacity, let someone here know right away for guidance on how to address them. At everyone. I don't know if that's bad. Guidance, how to address them. Yeah, because you do have the right to remain silent and have your lawyer to make sure you don't jam yourself up. So I don't know. This DM right here almost seems like something that we should all be doing if we fucked up and now we assume that the cops are going to be knocking on our door any second now. Right? But if you're telling people, hey, that cop that's on their way to your crib or that don't answer them, I don't know. Fine line there.
the police were there investigating the scene shortly after Stu was removed, and there has been multiple requests that have gone downstream from upper management to not talk with the police directly if they are contacted and to only let a certain group of individuals interact with the police.
No one needs to be discussing anything. I'll shut this feed down, please. Agreed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see, the group says Knox Pro 2025 or Knock X. That's the company, or right? The school, right? Allegedly, right. No one needs to be discussing anything. I'll shut. They're not lying up here in this interview.
That is extremely dishonest. You guys let your friend almost die, and now you're trying to have people lie for you. And fuck you to.
Do not put yourself in investigation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is that? Whether people with us or not. NY family. What? Syko Joe, Roman Reigns, Uso, and Sefa Abs Jacob are supporting us? Or so they're naming names like, what are those? The higher ups, the owners, the managers, the CEOs? What? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As answers. Oh, okay.
Every single person who replied to them, yes, sir, you are all weak sacks of shit, and I hope you rot in hell. You are wasting oxygen that other people could be breathing. Go fuck yourself. And if you continue,
mind you, the people up here talking, this ain't no fucking Young Thug audio that we did yesterday. A street nigga that's in interrogation saying names that he shouldn't be saying. These are civilians, or these are tax law-abiding citizens. They fully support people doing right, and they're totally against people doing wrong. You can't take any quarrel with their position right here based on who they are and what they represent. Tax-paying, law-abiding, not supporting fuck shit. They want the law to be able to get through this and figure this out and punish those involved. That's what they want. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
you be complacent
They're exposing the people in these DMs.
in this investigation and you side with the people who you know are in the wrong, I wish nothing but the worst for you.
Is there anything else, I guess, any inside information that people don't know about yet that they would be interested in?
How many episodes we got?
Talking about this whole situation, of course.
Well, I'm a professional boxer, and I've trained as a professional, never experienced any violence in the word life. They should have known from that first slam that this was not a show. This had moved on from being a show, and somehow that individual was allowed to let off 23 punches.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, I'm not, me personally, I'm not on top of the first slam because he picks him up and everybody's with that. This is what he came in the ring for. And then Syko Stu clearly is allowing his 300 plus ass to be picked up. And then he repositions his arms on Raja, while he's being picked up in the air. He's not fighting it, but from the second angle, I definitely can see and tell that the slam knocked him out. Now, if the slam knocks him out and that says like, oh, we didn't want him to get knocked out, you still don't got the whole thing of like Raja, like, oh, my bad, I slammed him harder than I thought, or I slammed him in a way that I didn't think. I thought these wrestling rings are meant to absorb impact, right? Whatever. But for me, from video, the first time I saw it, the very first punch I could see was real. The very first one. And even the DJ at some point realized they was real and cut the music. And I told you in the main angle from Raja's stream, you see somebody on the opposite side in the crowd stand up like this. He can tell it's real. You hear screaming. Like, there's people that, I don't know. You just gotta, I'm not saying you gotta grow up a violent person. You have enough fights, you see enough fights. Hell, even if you watch enough fights, who the fuck didn't know by punch 1, punch 2, at least punch 3? Oh shit, something's wrong here. Some people didn't react. One person reacted. You wanted it to be faster, but he was shocked for a second too. Like, what the fuck? But then he got in and still saved Syko Stu's life. And the people that knew and still was double dutching like the referee, pussy.
For Doug here was able to intervene. Not one fucking person did anything. And that behavior continued when they encouraged every single member of this academy to stay quiet and not contact the authorities, not respond to the authorities, while simultaneously being extremely excited that this event has landed them 15 minutes of fame. They were encouraging people to repost their brother getting beaten to death and discouraging them from talking to law enforcement to make sure that the proper individuals responsible for this end up in jail.
You knew that person.
There's receipts out there of the company saying, let's promote. Yo, I don't think you're ever going to see a show from these guys again.
Was going to get hurt. You knew something was fucked up. I made eye contact with people from the side of the fucking ring when I was going in. I saw you by the fucking stage. It's not a big fucking room. You could have went around. You could have went through the stage. Well, what the fuck did you do?
This guy can't wait to get on stand and tell his side of everything that he's seen. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong for that. That's who he is. That's totally fine. He's ready to ride for Syko Stu's family. The moment that this touches court, he's going to be standing in line. Can I please get up here and call out the owner, this person, the cowboy named AJ that I'm calling a chicken shit or whatever? He's going to get on the stand talking like that. He's going to call him a chicken shit while he's on the stand. Watch. But y'all are in trouble.
You watched your fucking friend die. You watched somebody that you call family die. That means nobody is important to you. Not me, not anybody. So if I'm working for you guys and I sell as many tickets as I do and I put all this fucking money, time, and effort into this shit like I fucking do, I'm your number one fucking ticket seller. I bust my fucking ass for you fucking guys. That means the minute something bad happens to me, you guys will just watch it happen and you won't do shit.
How long have you been there? 3 years?
3 fucking years.
Stu's been there since day one.
I guarantee you he's going to stand on that. I could feel it. He's never going to work for them again. He quit. He hates them. He hates them. And he's going to be a part of exposing all of them. All of them.
And they let that happen.
And he's a fucking sweet human being.
Yeah, he was there when I was training 11 years ago.
I love you, Stu, and I'm sorry for the trauma. And I'm sorry for the people at Knox that don't deserve this.
So, Doug, are you still part of Knox Pro?
No. What's the point? They would watch me die.
Facts.
How can I trust you with my body? I'm going to let you pick me up for a body slam? I think it's all fun and games. I'm having fun. I think it's fun. I get hit with chairs. I'm laughing with my friends. But if I'm getting hit with chairs, metal fucking chairs, my head's bleeding. I got scars all over my fucking dome from this shit, right? And I'm having fun and I'm thinking, we're all having fun together. But then I realize you're trying to hurt me. And then I'm thinking, maybe they didn't mean to fucking hurt me. But after this, it's apparent.
It's terrifying. You trust other people in there to do their job properly and to keep you safe. When you're a fighter and you have a fighting background like me, you're taught to keep your hands up. You're taught to protect yourself at all times. It is a rule of fighting. In wrestling, you are not allowed to do that. You have to present your chin. You have to present your neck. You have to present your entire body. And it's always a fear in the back of your head. Is this person going to hurt me? Whether they're not knowledgeable enough, whether they're not experienced enough, should never be a thought in anyone's mind. Was this person sent here to hurt me when I am put in a position where I am literally required to not defend myself because we are putting on a show? This is entertainment.
I never look at wrestling from that angle. It's opposite of being a fighter as far as defend yourself at all times. You're taught the opposite. To allow yourself to have the nerves to, all right, here's my chin. All right, pick me up, slam me. And so the amount of trust that you have to have. Damn. We did a lot of dumb shit when we was kids. Birthday punches ain't shit. You know, nobody ever was trying to punch me in my arm and my shoulder for my birthday punches and made an accident and hit me in my face. Like, no, this got a decent aim. But things like getting your throat chopped, that's crazy. That's your windpipe, man. Open chest is a bad one. It's your heart. Yeah, open chest, right in your chest. We played that as kids. And wrestlers, man, you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. You can't have your hands up. You gotta take the punch or take the slam or let somebody jump off the top ropes and elbow and hopefully do it right. Shit. So once again, when Syko Stu allows himself to be picked up, slammed on his head or slammed on his back like that, his head hits the canvas, and then I gotta trust this whole thing to play out correctly. And he just woke up in the hospital not knowing shit, not remembering shit. Here's another angle, people, of the footage of when the guy that was just talking, the main person that saved Syko Stu's life, jumps into the ring, tackles Raja. They began to fight a little bit in the corner too. But the disgusting thing as well about this footage, as if there isn't already enough disgusting elements to this whole scenario, is there's another wrestler while Syko Stu is laying there on his back, bloodied and unconscious, choking on his own blood and teeth, allegedly, I'll say. There's another wrestler that jumps into the ring and pins him. What? Syko Stu, fuck everybody that's there except for the fans that paid and just was there oblivious. Fuck everybody. How did he get pinned? What the fuck? Right there. Music's off. See, DJ just cut it. Look at this guy over here in the corner watching like a bitch. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the ref. Look at these guys. Look at Syko Stu sitting there. And if you pay attention to Syko Stu, you'll see him gagging a little bit.
Come on, Stu, get up!
Look, even the kids know. You see the kids say, oh my God. The kids know at this point too.
Oh my God. He's bleeding so bad. the dude who came in like punched him for real.
The kids know. He punched him for real. The kids know. And they still fight. He's still punching at Roger over there. And he went out for. See this guy. He went out for Syko Stu. He really did. He really did. And look at this piece of shit idiot. Jumps in the ring and pins Syko Stu while he's there gagging on his own blood allegedly. And the fucking ref. I didn't notice that. The ref counted it. The ref at this point knows it's real though. Want to know why? Because the ref was one of the people pussy ass double dutching into it. And is right standing over Syko Stu seeing all the blood from him. I didn't know it. The ref counted it. The ref counted him out. Yo. 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 The ref was already, the ref deserves liability based on his responsibilities to protect the fighters. No, now maybe there's some gray area there because a ref doesn't really protect the fighters if it's wrestling because it's fake. So his whole thing is being fake. I don't know. You wrestling experts ought to tell me about that. Teach me about that. To me, I see a ref. Their job is to protect the fighters. Okay. The fucking ref that was so pussy watching Raja beat on this man was like this, scared to intervene, scared to be a ref. He was scared. And then you see the fight in the corner. This guy jumps in, tackles Raja. He's over there punching at Raja, fighting. Raja's over there trying to, he's dealing with 2-3 people, whatever. The music cuts off. The kids are screaming. People in the building is screaming. All of this shit. You look down, you see Syko Stu bleeding. Somebody jumps in, a piece of shit, and pins him. And then the ref has the nerve, after all of those wrongs that he did, to jump down on the side of his body and count the pin. I was not ready to see that this morning. I saw this footage already, but I only paid attention to the punching in the corner. That is a new angle. I listened to the kids and I watched the pin. I did not catch the fucking ref when I watched this the first time. You piece of shit, the ref. You piece of shit, the ref too.
What? Come on, Stu.
You!
He stops it. I mean, the DJ starts the music like soon as he pretty much picks him up. He's out. He's out from the pin. You can see it here. That impact is on. He's out. And I ain't gonna play the punches. He's out. I said before we start getting to some of this footage, how big of a deal this is, and how some of the biggest people. This is the biggest YouTuber in the world, right? The biggest YouTuber in the world. Mr. Beast donates $10,000 to Syko Stu's GoFundMe after Rampage Jackson's beatdown. But so you see the 10,000 up here for Mr. Beast, but look at the other ones. People are, when you see $5, $2, whatever, look at this one, $2,500, $2,500, $1,000. You ever partake in a GoFundMe that's serious, people, and you realize that I really can't, if I don't have it, then I just gotta stay off the GoFundMe, because for the cause, giving like $10 makes me feel bad. You ever be in that situation? I've been in that feeling before. Like there was one in battle rap, I think. Somebody like the house burned down or whatever. Matter of fact, I remember who it is. I ain't gonna say his name. Shout out to you, homie. Hope everything continues to work out well, or already did. And when I saw that GoFundMe, you know, and I saw the amount that they were going for. It's either you don't donate at all or you donate at least, like, let's say, I don't know, $50 or $100. It's just you can't put 5 in there. You just can't. And this situation right here where this guy almost died, right? When I scroll this, look, 722, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 2,500, 2,500. It's not just people that feel a way about this situation and really feel sympathetic and want to help, but they feel like this situation is so extreme that I don't know this guy, Syko Stu, but here's 1,000, here's 2,500, and he deserves it. He deserves it, man. He deserves it. I'll be on point, man. The first stream I did, I said, yo, I feel away, man. This is not good. I probably could have predicted that it was going to be, I think I did. That it was going to be a very, very, very big deal. Very big deal. Definitely predicted that. But the racial divide, the cultural impact, the sports world impact, the MMA world impact, some of these big people continuing to weigh in, the viral nature of this. I don't think Raja could talk at all. I don't think he could tweet. I don't think he could do an interview. I think he needs to just be quarantined in his crib if they come for him. I don't think he could even walk to the store. I think he needs to stay away from because it's so sensitive right now. Even if he's caught in the supermarket and somebody, hey, that's Raja, even if his face looks tough, they'll kill him for it. You know what I'm saying? Even if he says, please get out my face, they'll kill him for it. They want his head on a stick right now. Like a lot of people, the death threats to Rampage, it's the same thing for him. It's a very serious situation. Same thing for Raja. People want him dead. And I said on the first stream, I said, the kick is probably gone. Yeah. And I said, I don't know who's going to license him to fight again. I don't know who'll get behind that. I would triple down on that right now. That man's career is over as a fighter. It's over. He will never professionally fight again. I don't see it. I don't see it.